Hi there, this is Penelope. This is FS3128 and this is Topic 5 and Class 3 of Topic 5, where we're going to dive into straight lines. We've looked at straight lines before. We've looked at how you can use a table to work out, say, something like 3x plus 2, and we drew a table of variables. We had, say, x from -2, and we worked out the corresponding y values, and then we put them on a set of Cartesian axes. But now we're going to look a little bit backwards, if you like. We're going to look at this and see if we can't draw the graph straight off rather than having to draw the table first. If we look at these lines here, these three lines here, and in particular if we look at their equations, we notice one thing. Those three lines are parallel, which means they have the same slope. But what else do we notice? If we look at their equations, we find that they each have this number 2 in here. So, that should say then that tells us the slope, and indeed it does. If we have a straight line or an equation written like that, then this number here, m, gives the slope. And in this case, the slope is 2. More importantly, it's probably best to think of it as 2 over 1, so that it goes 2 up and 1 across. And it does that everywhere. That's what makes it a straight line. So these three lines are parallel, they have the same slope, they have the same number before the x, the same coefficient of x. If we look at these three straight lines, you'll see that no longer do they have the same number in there. This one has 3, this one has 2, and this one has a 1 before the x. But what happens this time is that they all go through the same place here at y equals 2. Now if we look at the equations, then there's that bit of information reflected there. So we can say that these three all have the same y-intercept. They cross the y-axis at y equals 2, and this is the y-intercept. So now if we think of y equals mx plus c, what we've got here is that the y-intercept is written as c, and it's this number here. This is c, this is c, this is c. This is where it crosses the y-axis. So if we have enough information about the slope and about c, then we can draw the graph without having to draw a table. There are three special ones that we need to look at, three special types of slope. If we have a slope going that way, as in the first diagram, we talk about the slope being positive. If the slope is going that way, we talk about the slope as being negative. And if the line is horizontal, we talk about the slope as being 0. Now, you might ask the question, what about a line that goes vertically, say? What about that one? And maybe it goes through 3. What about the line x equals 3? What's the slope of that? Well, the slope of that, one of the things you may know from school, is that the slope is the rise over the run. It's the change in the y over the change in the x. Now in this case, we've got some number of change of y, that's fine. But what's our change in x? Our change in x is 0 because it doesn't go anywhere. X is 3 everywhere, and we can't have a fraction over 0. So we say that the slope is infinite or undefined, but we can use that kind of sideways, not joined up 8 symbol.